What if I told you the real reason your inner thighs refuse to tone up has nothing to do with dieting, nothing to do with endless cardio, and absolutely nothing to do with your weight? What if the fat in your thighs is actually behaving like Wagyu beef, silently replacing your muscle from the inside out? And what if the only way to fix it isn't weight loss, but something far more surprising? Stay with me, because what's happening deep inside your thighs is the missing piece of the puzzle that almost no one talks about. Today, we're going to uncover the shocking truth about inner thigh fat. We'll explore why it's so stubborn, why traditional workouts barely make a dent, and most importantly, how you can actually begin to reverse it. Let's start with something most people never really understand. Not all fat is the same. First, we have subcutaneous fat. This is the soft, superficial fat right under your skin. It's totally normal. It's simply your body's safe storage for energy. Then there's visceral fat, the more dangerous kind that wraps around your internal organs. If you look down and you can't see your shoes, chances are this type of fat is making itself at home around your belly. This fat is inflammatory, toxic, and deeply connected to insulin resistance. Then, we have liver fat, the kind that builds up inside the liver itself. The good news about liver fat: it's actually the quickest to reverse. We're talking days or weeks with the right approach. But the fat we're focusing on today, the fat in your thighs, is a completely different beast. This isn't just the soft fat under the skin. We're talking about fat that is literally inside the muscle itself. Imagine cutting into a beautiful piece of Wagyu beef. You see that white marbling running through the red meat? That is exactly what's happening inside your thigh muscles. And just like with that expensive steak, this marbling makes the muscle soft, not firm and strong. So, why does this happen? It's because the collagen, the very stuff that keeps our muscles strong and dense, gets lost over time. The muscle fibers get smothered by fat and even scar tissue. Over years, sometimes even decades, the muscle slowly dies off and gets replaced with this embedded, marbled fat. This condition actually has a clinical name: myosteatosis. It literally means fat inside the muscle, outside the normal fat cells. And understanding this changes everything. Because here's the big twist: your thigh fat has to be burned right where it is. Unlike fat from your liver, it cannot be transported to another area of your body to be used for energy. Only your thigh muscles can burn that specific thigh fat. But here's the problem: the very machine that's supposed to burn that fat, your muscle, is damaged, weakened, and shrinking. It's like you're sitting on a massive energy reserve, a huge tank of fuel, but the engine required to burn it simply isn't working anymore. And this leads to the most shocking part. When you start to fix this, you won't see weight loss at first. You probably won't even see visible changes in the mirror. Why? Because everything is happening deep inside the muscle fibers, where you can't see it. And that's exactly why most people quit right before the real transformation actually begins. They don't see results on the scale, they get discouraged, and they stop. So, what should the real goal be? It's not weight loss, it's repairing the muscle cells. Think of it like trying to drive a car that has a broken engine. Pumping more gas into the tank won't help at all. You need to get the engine fixed first. One study proved this perfectly. After 12 weeks of following the protocol I'm about to share with you, the participants didn't lose any weight. But they reduced their muscle loss by an incredible 15%. That is massive, because rebuilding that muscle is the only way to finally burn the fat that's embedded within it. So, I want you to forget the scale. Your real measurement of progress is strength. Are you getting stronger each week? And what about your hunger? Is your appetite naturally going down as your body shifts into fat-burning mode? Because when your muscles start to heal, everything changes. You get more cellular energy, a better metabolism, less inflammation, and finally, your body gains the ability to burn that stubborn thigh fat you've been carrying for years. Now, let's get to the root cause of this. It's a combination of inactivity, insulin resistance, a loss of your cellular powerhouses, called mitochondria, inflammation, scar tissue, and the natural aging process. All of these create a high-fat, low-muscle environment in your thighs. So, here is the step-by-step recovery protocol to fix it. First, start with eccentric exercises. This is one of the most powerful triggers for muscle activation. We're talking about slow, controlled movements that lengthen the muscle. A great example is lowering yourself from a squat with no weight. You go down as slowly and controlled as you can. This stimulates stem cells, helps rebuild mitochondria, and kickstarts muscle regrowth. You might need some support at first, like using bands, a chair, or holding onto a railing, but the main goal is that controlled downward movement. And a quick heads up, you will be sore. That's totally normal. It means it's working. Give your body recovery days, because that's when the real rebuilding happens. Second, walk a lot, especially after meals. Even a short 5-minute walk will help burn the incoming sugar from your food and force your thighs to start using their own fuel. Third, try eating 1 or 2 meals per day, focusing on a low-carb approach. The goal here isn't to lose weight. but to create longer fasting windows where your body is forced to turn to your thighs and burn their own fat for fuel. Fasting switches your body into a state of repair and finally allows those marbled fat pockets to be used up. Fourth, gradually add in high-intensity interval training, or HIIT, or even sprints. These are short bursts of very high intensity. This sends a powerful now signal to your large muscles, like your glutes and hamstrings. But only do this if you're fit enough. Otherwise, just stick with the walking and the eccentric exercises. Fifth, support your mitochondria. These are the engines inside your muscle cells. Focus on getting enough magnesium, vitamin D, and omega-3 fatty acids. These nutrients help power those tiny engines. Number 6 is to prioritize deep sleep. It might sound simple, but most of your fat burning actually happens at night while you sleep, and so does your muscle recovery. Don't skip it. Seventh, you can try occasional 48 to 72-hour fasts, maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks. This can trigger a process called autophagy, which is like a deep clean for your cells. It recycles old, damaged proteins and scar tissue from inside your thigh muscles, literally cleaning them from the inside. During these longer fasts, no intense workouts, only some mild walking. And finally, number 8, try cold therapy. Cold plunges or even just cold showers directed at your lower body force your mitochondria to activate and burn more fat to generate heat. This entire process is a massive internal remodeling of your thigh muscles. It will take time. We're talking months, or for some, even years. But the earliest proof that it's working is your strength. If you're getting stronger, the transformation has already begun, deep inside, and if you want to understand how to tackle stubborn hip fat as well, be sure to watch the next video I've linked. It connects directly to everything we've just talked about. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.